What is up, my friends, my fellow fathers? Welcome to Friday's episode, Craft of Fatherhood podcast. This is your guide, Ned Schaut. I believe our role as fathers has the power to change the world simply by knowing who we are and embracing the adventure. Now, on these episodes, I'll share my own stories from my own fatherhood journey. Now, this is part 2 of a 4-part series. I went on a marriage retreat with my wife a couple weeks ago, and it's like, dude, you don't want to go. It comes down to it, you don't want to go. But so much was gained from it. And I realized so many men, we don't have the time, the capacity. I just wanted to share 4 nuggets from the time so I can pass on a gift that I was given and give it to you. So you're not going to want to miss it. These are simple, like 10 minutes or less or so. I'm not promising anything, but this matters. It freaking matters. We were made to love a woman, and a woman was made to respond to our love, our fight for her. And it's tough, man. It's tough. I've been married 20 years, and at this retreat, there's dudes that are married 50 years. Like, dang, that is total different. I ain't even 50 years old yet. All right, let's get into a couple things, and then I'll also throw in something just more fatherhood-ish related. Okay, one of the speakers said this, and it's like, okay, this can be related to marriage or anything really, but how do people leave your presence? When people are around you, how do they leave? And this guy, Craig Hill, he's a freaking wizard. Check him out. He's got a bunch of books, but 3 things that he said when you are going to engage, interact, be around people. I don't care if it's your wife, your kids, your coworkers, but let me just say this. If you are giving your best energy to some coworkers or to some clients and you're coming home and being a dick to your family, you got to freaking get your priorities straight, dude. Okay. And I am first in line. I could see it, actually. I'm going to admit to this. I could see it recently. My wife walked into my office with this face of like, I know you're so busy, but I have a question. It could almost make me cry right now. It's sad because I'm not in this work mode, but my turnaround of like, in my face of like, what is it that you need? It's like, are you joking me? She's the most important person, and she's tiptoeing in here. Like, dude, that's got to change. And that is changing. Okay, enough of me admitting to my BS. When you are engaging with people, are you interested? Are you interested in who they are, what they're saying? Are you truly interested in what your wife has to say to you when you get home? When your daughter, and this is going to come up next week, are you truly interested in what your daughter's saying? Are you interested? Now, second, are you interesting? Or are you just, oh man, my day was good. Yeah. If they are like also asking you, how was your day? Are you interesting? Are you sharing the good stuff? Are you teaching maybe something you learned? And then third, are you a blessing? Are you leaving people better than you found them? Are you leaving your wife better than you found her? Are you leaving your kids better than you found them? Are you leaving your neighbor better than you found them? You have the capacity and the ability to do that. Okay, another nugget from the marriage retreat. Same guy, Craig Hill. How to decrease fighting. Now get into this for a second. This is real. And as I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, I need this. Okay, 2 questions to ask. And put it in your own words, right? It's going to sound corny, but 2 questions to ask. And I'll just give it to you straight like it's Sarah. Okay, babe, by the tone of your voice, it sounds like I hurt you. Is that true? Hey, maybe I put my hand on her arm. Hey, it seems like I hurt you. Maybe I don't say the tone of her voice, but hey, it seems like I hurt you. What's going on? Then the second question, please tell me how I made you feel. Stop focusing on right and wrong, right? I may have been right. She may have been right, but how did I make you feel? Oh my gosh. The third thing, I'm so sorry. Really. Not I'm so sorry I meant this. I'm so sorry my intention was this. I'm so sorry. Let me justify what it is. Stop justifying. Stop defending. It doesn't matter. Do I want to be in unity with this person? Yes, 100%. So, hey, by the tone of your voice, sounds like I hurt you. Second question, please share with me how I made you feel. I'm so sorry. Then this, will you forgive me? Do not defend your intention. All they want is, do you understand what you did? And it's not so much the action, it's how did I make you feel? Do I understand? 2, do I care? Am I willing to take responsibility for how I made her feel, whether I intended to or not? Man, it's so hard when you're in the moment and you're so pissed and irritated and she's driving you up the wall or your kid's driving you up the wall, whatever. Now, I do think you need to set there are things like, hey, I need to walk away. We both are going to say something we probably don't mean because we're not being ourselves. So let's give it some space. But in a moment where I hurt your feelings, how did I make you feel? I'm really sorry. I never want to hurt you. Will you forgive me for making you feel that way? They just want to know, 1, do I understand? 2, do I care? 3, am I willing to take responsibility? Now, dudes, I want to ask you this. Do you need to ask for forgiveness from your wife for anything right now? If you do, go do it. It doesn't matter. Are you defending yourself? Are you standing on your pedestal? What is that giving you? What is it doing for you? This is less about right and wrong, and this is about connection, unity. Now, I'm not saying be a bitch and be walked over all the time. That's not what this is about. This is about leading through serving. But if you need to ask for forgiveness from something, go and do it. If you've hurt her, if you've made her feel bad, go ask for forgiveness. Have you hurt your kids? Do you need to go ask for forgiveness? Do you need to get down on your knees and look your kid in the eye and be like, I'm super sorry. I'm super sorry for whatever. It will shift everything. Like, man, in this moment, does it matter so much if I'm right or wrong? Or does it matter that my child knows that their father sees them, understands them? And if we've hurt them, I don't want to say that we don't want to justify their action, but did I respond to an action in a way that really wasn't appropriate? It wasn't good for their soul. You and I have so much power. We have so much influence over our kids. If you need to ask for forgiveness, if you need to reconcile, apologize, do it, and watch healing happen through your words and your actions. You can do that. Okay, dude, wow. Okay, I'm working through John Tyson's program, Primal Path, with my son. I'm homeschooling him and we're going through this, and there's a daily devotion and there's a focus word. And today we're on like day 6, okay? But this word, the focus word, was misunderstood. And there's some scripture and some reading around it. And it's like, whoa, do you feel misunderstood sometimes? Yeah, I feel misunderstood. I feel like I wrestle with communication at times. Funny podcast. But if I was like, okay, one of the questions was, who do you feel most misunderstood by? Well, my wife at times, right? I mean, I feel the most understood by her. But then there's moments where I feel the most misunderstood by her as well. So I asked my son and I was like, who do you feel most misunderstood by? He's a 16-year-old and he's like becoming a man. And I was like, it's probably somebody you're closest to. It's probably me or mom. It's obvious. He's like, yeah, it's you. And it's not like we just talked about it. It's not in a big general thing, but in a moment of like, he wants to go do something with his friends. And I'm like, you got to finish your laundry or whatever it is. There's this like the kid wants to like, they just want what they want, right? But it was cool because we talked about it and I was like, yo, there are going to be times, like I said, I want to be friends with you forever. Like you and I are going to be really good friends. And now in this season of your life, there's a couple different roles I play in your life. Now, I'm going to come right back to this because I think this is important to tell you. Oh, we're at 9 minutes. Okay. I said, there's other roles, hats that I'm going to wear. So there'll be times where I'm like dad and parent. And I said, if there are times where you are really feeling misunderstood, not just kind of a disciplinary thing, but you're feeling misunderstood, or you really need me to just hear you without advice, without feedback, I just need you to say, Dad, I need you to listen to me. I'm feeling misunderstood. And so we just had this really great bond around that today. I'm doing a kind of a little mini rite of passage ceremony because it's coming up in about a week. And one of the things I'm going to say to my son is I'm going to kind of lay out some of the hats that I wear with him. And I think that it will be helpful to be able to like, hey, right now we're broing out. Oh, which I got a hilarious story. Okay, I got to say it. I don't know if I've shared this yet. Okay, so one hat is we're buddies. Another hat is I'm your parent right now. I'm your dad. I'm going to father you. So I think it's important, especially as he's transitioning from boyhood to manhood, to acknowledge these different roles that I'm playing so that he can see it. But this funny story, he wanted to go ride his dirt bike the other night. We have electric dirt bikes. We ride around Hawaii sometimes. We've gone on a few night rides. None of his friends could go. And I'm like, hey, I'll go with you. I was like, about to go to bed. And it's 10 o'clock at night, but I don't want to miss a chance, right? So we get on our dirt bikes. They're electric, so they're quiet. And so we go, long story short, we end up down at this area where we're riding on the beach and we're racing each other. So we'd start at one end of the beach and there's like bushes and rocks and bathrooms and whatever. And so we'd race from one end to the other, dodging the bushes, trying to like who would win. So we did that three times, I think. And then we were going to go out this other way. And as we're going out, he's 16, right? We're riding down. We're probably 10, 12 feet from the water line. And then all of a sudden we see these two white objects like 40 feet ahead of us. And it was two people skinny dipping. He turns off his bike. They're quiet. They didn't hear us coming, right? And he turns off his bike and I turn mine off. So our lights are off. So it's black again. It's like a little moonlight. He's like, Dad, what should we do? And I'm like, I don't know. Let's just race past him. So I'm like, all right, let's go. So turn our lights back on, go. They're probably, I would guess, mid-20s, and they bolt it to the bushes. They're falling over, and him and I are just racing by them. It was hilarious and a memory that we will always have. And we ended up on the other end, and we just stopped and just laughed. And we're like, that was ridiculous. Okay, there you go. Dudes, back to marriage. I'm ending these with an affirmation, something that you can say to yourself. And this word's not going to be perfect, but I want this to sink in for you. Say something to yourself is say, I am a man, and part of my identity, my soul, my life was created to fight for the love, connection, and intimacy of a woman. And dude, she was made to respond as you lean into that serving authentically, not so that she will love you, but just because you are willing to pursue her, fight for her. A woman was made to desire to be fought for. So I just encourage you, man, fight for her. Dude, don't be dumb. Go buy flowers. Go dance with your wife in the kitchen when she's making dinner, doing something. Turn up the music. Just stop, grab her, look her in the eyes, tell her you love her, tell her she is your girl. She needs it. And bro, you need it. And your kids need to see it. All right, dudes, write a review if these conversations are helpful. Remember who you are. You are a father and that matters. You matter. Together. Let's rebel against the view that fatherhood and family, it doesn't matter, because it does. Much love to you, my brothers. Together, we're changing the world. I look forward to hanging out with you next week and part 3 from the marriage retreat next week. All right. Peace.